Hello friends, let's see electric energy generation and environment. In earlier video, we see that electricity is generated by using fossil fuels, coal, natural gas or the nuclear fuels which produced by using the uranium and plutonium. But what happens? They are not eco-friendly, they are not environmental friendly because the use of such fuels causes the pollutions. It causes the pollutions. If we use the fossil fuels like coal or natural gas, what happens? This produce the toxic gases and also soot particles. This causes the air pollution. They causes air pollution. Okay. As well as the incomplete combustions of, if it incompletely combustion burn, also causes production of carbon monoxide, which is a highly toxic, as well as the carbon dioxide, which change the environmental conditions or causes the pollutions. Therefore, it leads the global warming. Global warming, which is now the worldwide problem, it leads many problems in our day-to-day life. It also produces the nitrogen oxide by burning of a coal, diesel, petrol, like fuels, as well as the petrol, diesel uh, fuels also causes the acid rain, and that's why we can't use it for a long time. Such gases are leads the various respiratory diseases. Okay, like asthma, as well as it may be causes the problems in the lungs, and that's why there is a limitation the use. As well as the fossil fuel we are using means they are in a future we are used up to 200 years. Later on, this fossil fuel will be get depleted. It get depleted. So there is no availability of such a fossil fuels because fossil fuels cannot be produced. It requires millions of years for productions. Okay, and so this such a reservoirs we cannot be used for a long time because they are limited. Then third reason is that if we use the nuclear, it is abundantly available compared to fossil fuels or the other fuels. But as well as it gives a lot of energy, but the major problem is disposal of waste or the nuclear waste is the major problem because its waste is harmful. It will be produce many harmful radiation, as well as if there is a possibility of accident, and that also leads accident in a nuclear power plant leads emissions of radiation, and that's why we can't use also. So those are the harmful to us, and therefore it is need to avoid such a problems. To avoid such problem, we are required to use such reservoirs, such reservoirs which do not causes the pollution. Then which reservoir is available? There is a wind, water, biofuels, solar energy that can be we use instead of these conventional sources, non-conventional. Okay, because it available in abundant and it do not causes the problem. These reservoirs are never ending, that means they are perpetual, and use of these do not cause any environmental problem. That's why the energy produced from these sources is called as environmental. This one is called the environmental friendly, or this energy is known as a green energy. Okay, hydroelectric power station energy is also called as a green energy because it do not causes the pollutions. Okay, in hydroelectric power station, potential energy of water is converted into kinetic energy of water. This kinetic energy rotates the turbine, water turbine, and then in generator, electrical energy is produced. In hydroelectric power plant, water energy stored in dam. Water stored in dam is used. In store water, lot of energy is produced. Are present. See see in these pictures. See, in dam, this is dam wall. Beyond the dam wall, lot of water is stored. This water, as the volume of water increases, the lot of energy, potential energy presence. That water through the underground pipelines when stored, it allowed to flow. When it flow, this potential energy converted into kinetic energy. With a maximum kinetic energy, the water is flowing. The flow of water will use to rotate this turbine. That is the water turbine. This turbine rotates the generator. There the electricity is produced. That electricity we use in our for further uses. The hydroelectric power plant is without producing any harmful pollutions. So there is also some use advantage and the disadvantage of water. What is the advantage? See, hydroelectric power generation plant, it do not produce pollutions, it do not causes any pollutions because there is no burning of the combustion of fuel, so there is no pollutions. Okay, it is pollution free. That is called green energy. It is also sufficient. There is a sufficient water. If there is sufficient water storage in the dam, then it is possible to produce a lot of other required energy. As well as whenever we require energy, we can produce it. And although water is used for power generation, it is replenished. Means it can be replenished during the rainy season. It again filled. The water is again, dam is again filled by in a rainy season. So there is an uninterrupted power generation can be taken throughout the year. But it has some problems. That means to get a more energy, we have to require construct the larger dams. Okay, and that is why the backwater of a dam may submerge villages or towns as well as the agriculture area or the forest areas. Therefore, it leads the major one, that is rehabilitations. We have to shift the people shift the people from their place to other place. Okay, so that is a major problem. Then submerged forests as well as fertile land is also important problems because are arise because of this dam. Okay, and if we obstruct the flow of river or the water, it shows the adverse effects on the living world. Okay, and that are the important problems causes in this case. Okay, in India, there are the Tehari at Uttarakhand. The hydroelectric power stations plant is set up, which capacity is 2400 megawatt. At Koyna, Maharashtra, is capable 1916. Larger hydroelectric power plant was set up in India. Sri Shailam at Andhra Pradesh, 1670 megawatt power plant is set up. And at Nathpa Jhakri, Himachal Pradesh, there is also the power plant whose capacity 1500 megawatt. Okay, this is the important source by which we can produce the energy, but we do not cause the pollution. Then another is the second one is the electricity generation using by wind energy. By using the wind energy. Okay, it is wind energy used from the ancient time, from so many years ago. From that, for a flour mill or for lifting of water, we are using the wind energy. Now that wind energy is used to produce the electrical energy. Okay, how? By using the machine. That machine used for producing energy, that machine is called as a wind mill, or wind turbine. That machine is a wind turbine. Okay, wind turbine. See, in your textbook the photo of wind turbine is given. See, wind turbine is, let's say, this is the wind turbines. Wind turbine has blades of turbines. These blades of turbine rotate by the winds. Rotate by the winds. This turbines is connected with the axle, and this axle is connected with the electrical generator. There the gearbox is used. This gearbox increase the rotations per unit time of a generator. Thus the rotating blade drives this turbine, and the turbine drives the generator. In the generator, the electricity is generated, and that electricity is stored for further use. With the one turbine, we can produce 1 kilowatt energy, or the electricity energy, to about 7 megawatt. Means 1 kilowatt to 7 megawatt energy can be produced by using this wind mill. Depending on the wind velocity available, what type of the wind velocity, according to that, the wind turbine can be installed at a specific capacity in according to also geographical conditions, or the location is also important. We can set up where the lot of energy, wind energy is available. Wind energy is usually high on the seashore, so we set up that wind in a mill at the seashore only, or the open place only. Wind energy is clean energy, and that is why it is called as a green energy. But use of wind energy is limited, because the production of wind energy, production of electricity energy from that wind energy is limited. It requires large area to produce the electrical energy from the wind energy. Okay, in the next step we will see electrical energy generation using solar energy. Thank you.